All right, so happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. I'm lying like shit. I don't give a fuck. I know people that are fathers. For whatever reason that you were be a father, I don't really give a fuck about that. But this is the same. Like, this is going to be kind of a rant with Mother's Day and Father's Day because they kind of did the same thing. The way I see it is that if you're a parent, you should be doing the job to do the job. You shouldn't be expecting no acknowledgement and shit. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like when I become a parent, you know, because I do want that to happen, not necessarily saying any girl is going to let me fuck them raw and get pregnant by me, but I do want to be a parent later on in life. So I'm doing it because I want to be a parent. I want to be able to teach my kids and give them a life that I really had to work to get. I don't want them going through that dumb crap. So I feel like I'm doing it because I want to be a parent. I'm not expecting any acknowledgement. I don't give a fuck about you or you telling me happy for. I don't give a fuck. I'm doing my job. That's how I feel about it. And there's a lot of people out there that don't feel like that. And most of the time, yeah, I have a biological father, but I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Because this is the reason. This is the exact reason why, all right? Recently, he has stated that he has found God. Quotations will be explained in a minute. He claims that he's found God. And the reason, and for this reason, right, he said that he's a changed person. Now, he's always been an asshole. Like, that's where my assholism comes from. But I care less about shit than he does. So I'm more of an asshole than he is. But the thing is that when this whole, going to church shit happened, and we were talking, that's all the fuck we talk about is church. Now, if you go to church, that's your shit, that's fine. You go to church, worship God, you're God-fearing. I don't really give two shits about the guy. But if you're into that shit, be into that shit. Is that a fly on my motherfucker? That's an ant on my motherfucking glasses. Fucking up my videos and shit. So if you're into that shit, by all means, do it. Don't put that shit on me or whatever, or I will slap your mother with my dick. But anyways, if you're going to be there, if you claim that you're there, be there as a father. Don't be there as as God's advocate. I don't really need to hear that shit. Like, if I want my father, I want my father. I don't want you to be saying, well, yeah, you need to do this and read the Bible and, put all your faith in God. Look, listen. If my father does happen to see this, father, if you happen to see this, I do not give a fuck about that. If I asked you to be there, I want you to be there. You and all your assholeism. So I feel like I have no reason to acknowledge him. And this is the other fucked up thing. This is the other fucked up shit. This is the reason I stay quiet, because I say this shit on camera. If I'm going to school, right? And me and him had an agreement. Because if you're in Baltimore and you ride the bus, no shame, I ride the bus. It's better than driving in a car and then that shit breaking down. You got to pay for it, and then there's maintenance and gas and shit. So, no shame. So, if you're in school, you get a discounted bus pass at like $39 instead of the actual $64. So, $39, right? He said that he would pay every month as long as I'm passing in class. There ain't no issue, that's no issue all day, every day, no problem. School is nothing to me. So, if that's all that I ask of him, we don't need to talk. I don't have to have no lengthy conversations. I don't talk about any of my personal life because he can't help me with that shit because he's no better. And personally, I think I know a little more about it than he does. But that's just me being an arrogant asshole. But I feel like if that's the only thing I ask him for, that's really hard to fuck up, right? And he fucked that up. So I'm just feeling like, fuck him. I don't dislike him, but I refuse to deal with shit like that. And I don't care that he is my biological father and that he did nut in some, female and, came out with me, even though that was the best thing that ever happened. But all I'm saying is that if you're going to be a parent, be a parent because you want to be, not for the acknowledgement. Because I ain't acknowledging shit. You are not my father. I don't have to acknowledge shit. Fuck Father's Day. That's how I feel. That's for Mother's Day, Christmas, whatever. Because all these holidays are just meant to get your money. I'm just sitting here, I'm just like, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. So, that ends the video, and make sure you tune in to another one, because I got so much to say. I tell you, boy, in video, pan to the left.